it is. Now, uh, many times we find ourselves that we sort of doing everything that we were doing, and it was giving us pleasure and satisfaction, but also really good results for periods of time, and now it's just doesn't, and it feels like we're running empty. Uh, it's really phenomenal. It's a really common phenomena, and majority of us, we refer to it as a procrastination syndrome, but it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't really have to be procrastination. It might be, I'm sorry to say, but lack of self-awareness. So let me explain that to you, what I mean by that. So you see, there are three levels to us in terms of biology and behaviors. That what we know in psychology and Islamic psychology is that, especially Islamic psychology, is that we achieve satisfaction, inner satisfaction, on three different levels: amara, lawama, mutmainna. And in order to reach the highest, the most fulfilling level of at the mutmainna, which is enlightened soul, enlightened heart, pure heart, we have to work hard for it. So it's not the case of it's descending on us, or us waking up with that inner motivation, inner satisfaction. Actually, it is a hard work. So that comes with no surprise to you. And the work that I refer to here is actually what? Self-awareness. And self-awareness is emphasizing Quran. We know that Quran emphasized to tadabbur, but also the the wonders and the ayats and the signs and the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We don't have to look far. We just go into Surah Rahman, and which of the wonders, which of the blessings, which of the signs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are you going to deny? And the surah goes on and on about the sun, about the food, about in the fact that we've been created in the womb of our mothers, and so forth and so forth. So which of the blessing of your Lord are you going to deny? But you have to train yourself to be in the state of tafakkur all the time, to be in the state of seeing and understanding. It doesn't come easy. And probably that's why therapies now, especially Islamic therapies, they come in so handy in getting people outside of their world, in helping people to move from procrastination to self-motivation. I'm going to tell you how does it work now. It's exciting, isn't it? So the way it works with your nerves, the way it works with your behavior, is that you have to understand what your lowest potential, spiritual and behavior potential is, meaning it's hedonistic. You are just geared, just like me, we are geared for hedonism, meaning looking for instant gratifications. But they will dissipate, they will fade away. And then we are left thinking to ourselves, what's wrong with me? Now, if you move beyond instant gratification, we all of us, we have that potential to seek pleasure in higher human needs and achieve higher human potential. So that is enjoying your life with your friends, with your family, with your spouse, with your children, enjoying relationship, including with yourself. Yes, I said it. It's upon all of us. It's a duty upon all of us to have self-relationship with ourselves. And then we're moving into a higher state when we're having relationship with God, with our Creator. So those two, they don't dissipate, but those two are really hard work. And it's so easy. It's so easy being Muslim. It's so easy because we have instructions in how to get there. And that is through routine. That is through maintaining of your nafs. So daily prayers, sadaqah, contemplating on, what is la ilaha illallah means to you. What really motivates you, what really guides you, what really are you on about. If you just sit down with this first feeler, second, third feeler, you realize that those things, those easy things, they're not here to burden us. They are here to guide us. They are here to help us with our nafs. And there's plenty hadith as well supporting that idea. And for instance, the reward of the deeds depends upon and every person upon's intention, and every person will get the reward according to what they intended. So not only are we doing the things, but those things, they should be done consciously, and that's how you create intention. That's how you create intention. So, so everything will come back to you. Everything will come back to you, if not in this dunya, but definitely in Ahira. But in you, for you, everything comes back to you here, because on the level of intention and the level of your involvement in relationships with yourself, with others, with God, because you will feel it. You will either feel empowered, you either feel that boost of energy and willingness to live, or you either go and go flat and you know, develop depression, seasonal the disorders, depressive disorders, or lack of motivation, and you find yourself thinking to yourself, what is wrong, that what is it that I do that is wrong? What is it that I've done, you know, that makes me come back to this point? And we want you to avoid that. I want you to avoid that vicious cycle, because it's not about the things that you do. It's really not. If you're following, you know, if you're following Quran, you're doing those things right. It's about the intentions behind it, and it's about your psychology, how you're remotivating yourself, and how much of the blessings you're inviting in. And it starts at the level of the faculty. So let me give you an example. You see this book behind me, Islamically inspired self-development. This book took me 5 years to write, but these were the most beautiful, the sweetest years of my life, not because I've enjoyed writing it. I really didn't. I'm dyslexic. It's very difficult for me to work with written words. It's very difficult for me to read articles. It's very difficult for me to write something. It was really hard work. My nerves experienced, especially nerve Samara, experienced this work as a torture at times. But something inside of me, at the level of Mutmainna, was saying to me, no, you need to do it. You need to pass the message about Islamic healing, about Islamic psychology. It helped you. It helped your clients, but you can only serve as many clients. There's only one you. But if you publish this work, if you publish your research, if you publish your love, for the sake of Allah, you will reach other people at the scale that you can't even imagine. And it's true, now this book, subhanallah, is available on Amazon globally. So any one of you who are listening to this video or this recording or watching it right now, you can benefit from my hard work with my nafs. And I bet that you also have your hobbies. I bet you also have your calling. I bet you also have your dreams. It's just so difficult to pursued and achieved because of this that's going on at the level of Amara, Lawama, and Mutmainna. Look, if that is inspiring enough, or if it's not inspiring enough, just watch other videos that I've produced about motivating yourself and procrastination. But also, if that's not inspiring enough, please join me on those 3 amazing days, which I called Kinderot, where I'm going to share with you exactly those techniques in details, and I'm going to individualize them for you with a team of my therapist. I'm going to look after you for 3 days, 24/7, on WhatsApp, on Facebook, and on specially designed space for coaching / therapy, Islamically inspired, Islamically inspired and Islamically driven experience for all of you who sign up. So if you are interested in getting yourself outside of the with feeling less guilty, and with feeling less depressed, and if you are interested in turning this thing around into inner feeling of sakina, inner feeling of, oh, it's finally coming together. I can feel that inner satisfaction, and I'm guilt-free. I know that whatever I'm doing, I'm inviting blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I am making my steps towards better akhirah, and I'm pleasing him because I'm not doing anything against his will, anything against his guidance. It's so important for us as a Muslims, you know, to be there in mutmainna at that level with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I can't invite you enough. This is a free experience, 3 days, 3 hours of your life. I promise to give you my best, and the reason why I'm giving this knowledge away for free, it's because I believe everyone deserves this. to have this knowledge. So share it with your beloved ones, share it with those people who think they need it or they would love to benefit from it. I promise you, you can't regret it, and you won't be disappointed. So the link to this 3 days challenge is just above this video, and I'm looking forward to see you there. Assalamu alaikum.